We are back now at 8:42. Two of the stars of the new movie New Year's Eve are with us, Michelle Pfeiffer and Zac Efron. This movie follows the lives of several couples and singles on the most dazzling night of the year, and some of them have a few things on their resolutions list from last year that they need to finish. Take a look.
I'm your next job. I bought you for the day.
Bought me for the day, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. Withers, I think I should be offended, but I'm just too intrigued.
My New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
I just took care of the first one.
You quit your job. All right.
If you can make the rest of these come true by midnight, you get these.
Michelle and Zac, good morning. Nice to see you. You had worked together before, right? This is not your first rodeo. It was Hairspray, right? The movie Hairspray. Did you two become friends during that, or more ships that passed in the night?
Well, a little of both. I mean, I don't think socially, but we really loved working together. But we didn't have any real scenes together. It was sort of like snarling and like little semi-flirtatious moments.
That's why I was so excited to come back and do this movie with her, because it was more of a chance for us to connect and really have some good scenes.
Zac, you're very honest sometimes about your feelings about being around icons, and you even said that on that first movie in Hairspray, whenever you two did see each other on set, you tended to say the wrong things or were nervous around her.
I didn't know what to say around Michelle.
You see what you do to people?
He really covered it if that was going on.
Well, that's
he was
how it
very
felt.
cool.
What's interesting is when you signed on to this project, and I'll talk more about the kind of movie it is in a second, because it's a lot of stories, not just your story. You called and left a message on his voicemail saying you should do this.
Well, actually, yeah, I called just to make sure that they weren't lying to me, that he actually was doing it, because I was, it was sort of too good to be true. I was so excited.
That was a killer voicemail to get.
How many of your friends did you play that for?
I probably still have it on my phone. I just remember I was working, and I didn't check my voicemail. So about 3 days after she had left it, I heard it. And I freaked out. I started jumping up and down on my trailer. Immediately called her back.
It's more like 3 weeks.
Yeah, he wanted to be cool. You don't jump right on that.
Yeah, try and be cool. And immediately I said, if you do it, I'm in, 100%. So.
Without getting too much into the relationship between the two of you in the movie, between Ingrid and Paul, I think people will be interested to know that there is a scene in this movie, and I don't think I'm giving anything away here, where you two kiss. Now, first of all, there is an age difference here. Don't look at me that way. Does it work in the movie? I know it's not going to make people uneasy. It's kind of fun and romantic and nice.
Are you kidding? It's the best part of the movie.
It was kind of surprising, but I don't know. I think we started out thinking it was going to be a little more of a shock than it ends up being. I think
it turns out to be really fun. Actually, we told Gary that. Can we tell the story?
Yeah, of course.
It was kind of our idea. We really wanted to spice up the movie, and
so there was no planned kiss in the original scene?
In the original script, it was a little softer. And
in the original script, our characters actually didn't end up together at the end of the movie. We sort of went our separate ways, and that didn't feel right.
It didn't feel right. New Year's Eve magic. It's about love. So,
it's like prom night almost. Everybody gets together on prom night. Were you nervous for the kiss? Were you?
A little. I mean, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking, those kinds of scenes. And it was also in the middle of the night. It was one of the coldest nights, I think, in the history of New York City. So
it was very cold.
Gary Marshall is known for comedy. I mean, he's done some amazing comedies over the year. I liked what you said about him making you comfortable on set right off the bat, where he came to you and said, if you ever need to talk privately with me, you'll have a code word. Where you can actually say it, and we'll go somewhere and talk. Had anyone ever done that with you before?
No, that was it was magical. Gary just goes the extra mile to make you feel very, very comfortable on set. And I remember on the first day, I just felt like one of his kids. He brings you in, and he was so warm and so loving. So he said, rather than give notes, out in front of everybody, if you want to come talk to me in private, let's have a code word. And
I never had a code word.
You didn't get a code word?
I didn't get a code word.
Yeah.
You have a beef. You can go to Gary with a beef. Michelle and Zach, thank you very much. The
Thank you,
movie
man.
opens in theaters this coming Friday, and it's called New Year's Eve.